Okay, so here is the Chapter 2.4 PowerPoint. The Middle Colonies. Learning objectives. Explain the reasons for the establishment of the colonies of New York and New Jersey. Explain the reason for the establishment of the colonies of Pennsylvania and Delaware. And describe the economy of the Middle Colonies, including the relationship between the economy and the physical environment. Key terms: patroons, proprietary colony, royal colony, William Penn, Quakers, Pennsylvania Dutch, and cash crops. A Dutch colony becomes English. By 1700, England had 4 colonies in the region just south of New England. These colonies became known as the Middle Colonies because they were located between New England and the southern colonies. The Middle Colonies had a greater mix of people than either the New England or the southern colonies. A Dutch colony becomes English. We'll talk about New Amsterdam and how England gains control. The Middle Colonies lay between New England colonies and the southern colonies. Analyze the map. What geographic features of the Middle Colonies suggest that they were well placed for trade? So here's your New England colony, or the Middle Colonies. And then here in the striped purple, you will find the area claimed by New York and New Hampshire. So again, they are near the ocean, setting them up perfect for good harbors, for trade, and fishing. New Amsterdam became a thriving hub that attracted settlers from all over Europe who practiced many different religions. New Jersey forms out of New York. At the time of the English takeover, New York stretched as far south as Delaware River. The Duke of York decided that the colony was too big to govern easily. He gave some of the land to friends, Lord Berkeley and Sir George Carteret. They set up a proprietary colony, which they called New Jersey in 1664. New Jersey forms out of New York. A proprietary colony and free enterprise, as well as a royal colony, will be talked about in this section. New Jersey forms out of New York. Ample farmland and fertile soil form the backdrop to the first Quaker meeting house built in Burlington, New Jersey in 1683. Pennsylvania becomes a colony. West of New Jersey, William Penn founded the colony of Pennsylvania in 1681. Penn came from a wealthy English family and was a personal friend of King Charles II. At age 22, however, Penn shocked family and friends by joining the Quakers, one of the most despised religious groups in England. In this section, we will talk about how the Quakers seek religious freedom, the showing fairness to all, Pennsylvania expands, and how Delaware is born. William Penn shone on the banks of Delaware River after his voyage from England in 1682, spread Quaker beliefs, and founded the city of Philadelphia. So here we can see how he is speaking to the Native Americans and the local Quakers. Daily life in the Middle Colonies. The majority of colonists made their living by farming. Farmers found more favorable conditions in the Middle Colonies than in New England. The broad Hudson and Delaware River valleys were rich and fertile. Winters were milder than in New England, and the growing season lasted longer. In this section, we will talk about a thriving economy, home life, and expanding beyond Philadelphia. Settlers in the Middle Colonies altered the land to suit their physical and economic needs. chopping trees to build homes, and plowing fields to farm. Religious, economic, geographic, and ethnic differences distinguished the Middle Colonies from New England. Analyze the charts. Which colonial region would you rather live in and why? So on this chart, we are comparing New England and Middle Colonies. The main reason for settlement of New England was to avoid religious persecution, and the Middle Colonies was to have economic gain. For business and trade, New England would use shipbuilding, shipping, fishing, and forestry, while the Middle Colonies used agriculture, skilled trades, and shipping. The agriculture in New England was most limited to the needs of the colonies, while in the Middle Colonies, fertile farmland produced export crops. The ethnic diversity of New England was mainly English. Of the Middle Colonies, it was English, Dutch, German, and Scotch-Irish. The settlement structure of New England was close-knit towns, which means that they were more closer together with a better relationship. While Middle Colonies were more scattered settlements. They spread out, hence the farmlands. Culture and society in New England, religious uniformity was small, family, farms, and businesses with few servants or slaves, while the Middle Colonies had an ethnic and religious diversity with larger farms and businesses needed indentured slaves. And there are a few questions for you guys just to kind of go over and review. You guys have this in your classroom, so I will go ahead and stop here.